All right, what's going on, everybody? We back in the fourth video. We're doing the front right now. The rear came out excellent, as you can see. Like, the front is jacked up and the rear is not, and it looks like it hardly is. Okay, so now we join in the front. Okay, so in the front's a little bit more easier to see what's really going on in here. Exactly what we're gonna do. If you haven't seen the previous videos, this is our little invention contraption, little thing we made out of just some sheet metal and some cheap hardware. It's supposed to house these lift pucks. Got those in the back. Let's go look at them. So, in case you didn't catch the previous videos, we purchased these from Pep Boys for $6.99. These are supposed to be wedged in between the springs, but I found a better use for it if we put it at the top or bottom of your coil housing. It actually will lift the vehicle that space. The issue we ran into was that once the coil sat down on top of there in this groove, it was actually too much pressure and tension. It was starting to fall off of the edges of this, which would have been dangerous in a driving situation. The fix was to create a platform, like some kind of like a box. That way when you put your coil down inside of here, it has walls to keep it secure on top of this lift puck. Some things you'll need. You need a coil compression tool. You need a variety of different size wrenches depending on the model of car. Again, an Allen key depending on the model of car. I just need that for my rims. A breaker bar and some deep sockets or small sockets, it really doesn't matter. You might need some WD-40, you might need some brake cleaner just to remove the gunk. It's like an acid type cleaner, and a wire brush to really shake it up. Let's see here. That's pretty much it. So I'm about to take off my tire right now. So I need these two. Yeah, so again, we're gonna be, this is the original plate that kind of protects the coil. This is where I got the idea. Couldn't do the same style, of course, because I need it to be higher, so that's why I got the box style. But we're gonna be taking off this tire, putting it underneath the car to kind of give us extra fall protection. We're gonna take the jack, put it at the top of the differential, jack it up to that top of that frame of that car, push down this whole front end enough to where this spring is just going to come directly out. We don't want to really use the compression tool. I noticed those compression tools can be really dangerous. It's always better just to get the car as high as you can with jack stands, and then take off your tire so it can go lower, the front end, and then literally get the jack and use it to push down your front end. Depending on the model of car, again, you'll have some hardware, some components in here that may need to be removed when this front end starts to actually come down some. So let's get to it. Okay, what we went ahead and did was took off both wheels, wedged them underneath the car, and that just gives us less to do later. Even though I'm not gonna work that side right now, it just gives us less to do later. And the car just looks weird as fuck with no wheels, honestly. Yeah, shit. Gina baby's getting worked on today. Okay, back to work. Alright, so we're gonna get in here with this jack. I'm gonna lower this jack. Lowering the jack. Fit it in place somewhere and start to crank it up. Actually, I see a good spot already. I think I'm gonna put it right here, so right there. Take off the bump stop. Probably use the bump stop as my spot. All right, we're back, people. And when I say this took a long time, this really took a long time. That was about an hour. An hour went by since the last pause, but here's what we got so far. I had to remove, okay, the putting the jack right here did not work because I really wasn't aware of things when I was doing it. This whole front end literally is suspended by this joint here. I don't know what the hell that's called. Suspended by that to here and the strut, literally, and these brake lines. That's all that was holding that shit up. As soon as I took off, I moved the jack down to here because it needed support. Otherwise, it would just dangle and cause tension and bind on those bars over there. Had to remove the strut, pushed it up just to get it out the way. Removed it from its housing. Removed this. I don't know what this is called, but I don't know what this is called. It holds. I removed both of those, and the whole front end, whole front diff started to drop. And if you just look up in here, that's just bolted on with some Allen bolts. But here's the one we're actually going to work on, which is this one. So these little cheap things here, they're trash.